Okay, folks, welcome back to Bellaline Community One's continuing coverage of the 2014 Sport Check National Club Championships U16 Cup from King George V Field in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. My name is Chris Abbott. I will be your host today for this match between Lakeshore Soccer Club of Quebec and the Unidad Girls of Saskatchewan. These teams in the same boat as the last two teams were. They both come in with a win. Winner wins the group. And we just watched Manitoba win their group in a shootout. For the Lakeshore Soccer Club out of Quebec wearing the all-white kit today, this is going to be our second look at them here at King George. Nahida Balbaki, number 5. Nadege L'Esperance, number 3. Sabrina Locas, number 99. Number 15, Alexiane Marquis. Number 12, Sydney Nelson. Number 7, Cindy Nerio Vasquez. Number 16, Laura Perron Wachsik. Number 10, Floriane Spano. Number 2, Frederique Saint-Jean. Number 17, Giovanna Tiberio. Number 18, Anne Sophie Tobin. The starting lineup for the Unidad girls. And this is the first time we have seen them at King George. They won their game yesterday against New Brunswick. Number 1, Rachel Doré. Number 8, Jennifer Schultz. Number 19, Zoe Selamos. Number 14, Emily Hutchison. Number 9, Peyton Elberg. Number 13, Janessa Coffey. Number 4, Jordan Dusing. Number 2, Brianna Davidson. Number 15, Davida Carvalho. 18, Jessie Duncan. And number 12, Megan Ripplinger. Folks, my name is Chris Abbott, and I will be the host here today on Community One and throughout the rest of the weekend here at King George V. We are also streaming from the main field at Mount Pearl, the middle field there. There's 3 fields. Mount Pearl Middle is the main diamond, or the main pitch, for this event. We're also streaming from Topsail, where Ian Chater has the call. George Scott, of course, is out in Mount Pearl, and while I get my tongue figured out, the teams are going over some last-minute preparations. So in the all-white is Quebec. In the all-black, Saskatchewan. The classic good versus evil imagery on the field today. And the folks from Saskatchewan will not like me saying that about them. Of course, folks, only having a bit of fun. 5 p.m. local start this was scheduled for. We're at about 5:13 now. Be about a 5:15 start, as the last game went into that penalty kick shootout to decide Group C. Nobody who was at the park minded waiting those extra few minutes, though, of course, as it was extremely, extremely exciting to watch. And these teams might find themselves in the same scenario. Saskatchewan 1-0, Quebec 1-0. Group C supremacy on the line. And away we go, folks. We are underway at King George for this 5 p.m. match between Saskatchewan and Quebec. Folks, this presentation on Bellaline Community One is live and interactive. Please feel free to tweet in at Chris Abbott or email communityonesports@gmail.com. Let me know who you're watching. Let me know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. All that good stuff as we enjoy a sunny Friday evening here in St. John's. However, the winds are high. You can see by the flag there in your screen right now. The wind is howling left to right on the pitch, and that played a major factor in the last match. We'll see if it does so again here today. It'll be a Saskatchewan throw-in down there in the corner, and it was the back Coffee getting things going. This is played right in to the keeper, and she will grab that and hang on, does Doré. That's number 2 over there on the left side, Saint-Jean for Quebec. She is a good player. You'll watch out for her. She has the ball on her foot for an awful long time in the games. Minute and a half played here as these teams get acquainted with each other. They won't have a lot of time to get acquainted, though, as it's going to be very serious, the results of this one. Bouncing around over there, Balbaki for Quebec. You'll see a lot of her today, number 5. The diminutive midfielder who controls a lot of the game. Coming down the right side here are the Saskatchewan club. You see the shadows creeping in there from the left side of the field here at 5 p.m. This is the first sunny day we've had here at King George, so it'll be interesting to see how the shadows really play a factor, and then, of course, the shadows that come with the lights on the field as well. Played wide by Davidson. To the top of the 18, but L'Esperance will play that out here to the left side. Kept going ahead by Salemos. And goes out for a throw-in, and folks, you may be able to hear the wind in the headset coming through your speakers. It's absolutely howling here on our broadcast location as well. So it'll be St. John on the throw-in. Played a little give and go back here between the Quebec backs. Looking for some support, and it's Balbaki in the middle, and she can do amazing things with that ball at her feet. Chip through L'Esperance. She plays it back, and Nelson will find Balbaki. Played through on the left side. Perron Watchik over there, and that just is a little too far for her. And offside was actually the call on that one, so it'll be brought back out here for the free kick. Played straight up the park, right to the back. L'Esperance finds Balbaki. She sends the through ball to Spano, who's also very dangerous. Number 10 out here on the right side. You'll see her go on the runs. Played back for Spano. Too far, though, and that'll go out into touch for a throw-in. We saw Quebec play Manitoba here on day 1 of the tournament. It was a close game for the, New Brunswick on day 1 of the tournament. It was a close game for a while. And then Quebec were able to really spread the gap. The Saskatchewan team beat New Brunswick 1-0 yesterday. So Quebec coming off their off day. This one sent long. Too far for Nerio Vasquez or Perron Watchik. The Unidad keeper, Doré, will play this one out to midfield. Controlled now by Balbaki. She taps it back for Nelson. L'Esperance. This Quebec team is small, but they are speedy and they are skilled. Spano chips that one over. Perron Watchik. L'Esperance chips this one into the mid. Nerio Vasquez. L'Esperance. Nerio Vasquez. She still has it in there, being watched by 4 Saskatchewan defenders. Wins it out for L'Esperance. With all those defenders in there, there has to be Quebec players open. Spano plays it back for Nelson. Nelson for Nerio Vasquez. Balbaki with the strike. That is high and wide, and Quebec have come out flying here in this one. The Lakeshore Soccer Club out of Quebec. Played in by Perron Wachik for Nelson. To the back line for Tobin. Left for Saint Jean and out on here to the left wing. L'Esperance. Spano. She's met there by Carvalho. Nelson. Balbaki. Balbaki will play this wide for Saint Jean. Into the middle for Nerio Vasquez. She's got Perron Wachik on the right side. Played in here where L'Esperance and Spano battle for it, and easy to tell that Saskatchewan is playing for the penalty kicks already. They are dropping back into that defensive set and letting Quebec come at them. And hey, why not play for the PKs? Because it worked earlier. Played across here. Handball called. A handball called on Salimos. And Balbaki is going to have a great opportunity now here in the 9th minute to open the scoring for Quebec. Handball just outside of the 18. Doesn't have a great angle. She's kind of straight up. Balbaki, she steps over it. Spano fires it into the wall. Nerio Vasquez is on that. She taps it back, Spano. And that is stolen by Kolibaba. Excuse me, that was Duncan. That 18 looked like a 10 momentarily for me. Tobin now will switch the play to the left side of the pitch. Saint Jean. Saint Jean back for Tobin. She has Tabero back here. Tabero and Tobin will control the game very well on the back line for the Lakeshore squad. Spano well ahead. And too far. That's going to be a throw-in for Saskatchewan deep in their own territory. Ten minutes gone already here in the first half. 40-minute halves if you're joining us for the first time in this event. The U16 Cup, sponsored by SportCheck. Perron Wachik sends this ahead. Balbaki tries to knock it down for Quebec, plays it for Nelson. It's been all Quebec here in the first 10 minutes. Saint Jean. Nerio Vasquez being watched there by Elberg. Vasquez tries to chip it for L'Esperance. Bouncing around out there at the top of the 18, and there's a foul called on Balbaki. It'll be a free kick for Saskatchewan. Free kick. Booted up the park. Nelson takes that off the head. L'Esperance. First on that is Carvalho. Played back for Coffey, and she's being chased by Spano. Coffey steps out of bounds with that one. This is played back for Tobin. Tobin in for Balbaki. Don't want to give her that much room. That could have been a handball. No call, though. And Doré is going to be busy in this one. You can tell that already. Taken first by L'Esperance. Spano for Nerio Vasquez. Davidson to the right side. Chip through. Broken up by Tabero. Balbaki. Saint-Jean. Looking for support. Gets it from Nerio Vasquez. L'Esperance. Turns that over. Nowhere to go is Duncan, however. And that is going to get out into touch. It'll be played quickly by Perron Wachsik. Nelson. Balbaki. On the left side is Saint-Jean. She's going to play that down into the shadows where it'll roll away and out for a goal kick. Off the foot of Nelson. Played out here to Duncan, the lone forward. Approaching 14 minutes played. Throw in up the right side. Controlled here by Hutchison. Played to the back line, little chip, and that goes out of play. So Saskatchewan, even when they do have control, are making some unforced errors here against the Quebec squad. Balbaki will play it back for Saint-Jean. That's into the middle for Nelson. Give and go play with L'Esperance. Duncan plays that out to nobody. So really having trouble finding their shape are the Unidad girls right now. Nelson into the middle for Nerio Vasquez. Out here for Nelson. She's going to try and chip that through. That's blocked. Played forward by Carvalho. One by Dusing. Dusing will play that ahead. On to the boot of Tobin, who plays it for L'Esperance. L'Esperance. Nerio Vasquez. She loses control, and now Saskatchewan are starting to assert themselves a little bit. L'Esperance wins that for Balbaki. Played through Nerio Vasquez. Nerio Vasquez still on that over there in the shadows. Tries a little give and go play with Balbaki. Maybe getting a little too cute are the Quebec side. This one is played through on the right. And in a race forward is Davidson. She battles with Tobin. Gives a little extra shot on the way by. Saint-Jean moves that ahead here for Balbaki. L'Esperance. Right side for Perron Wachsik. Broken up. Hutchison tries to send it ahead, but too far for Carvalho. L'Esperance. Nelson Balbaki. Quebec doing a good job coming to the ball. Not waiting for it to get to them. On a run over there is number 15 for Team Quebec, who I do not have a number for. Oh, yes, I do. Excuse me. It's Marquis. Marquis, number 15. Out there on the left wing. Winds are picking up. Temperature is going down at King George. Spano has Perron Wachik on the right flank. She finds her, but just a little too far. Right idea, though. Saint Jean on the left side. Marquis. Nelson is going to try the strike. That's going to miss left. Through ball played. Touch back, and before it can get to deucing, Quebec takes control, and it's Nelson for Balbaki. Marquis on the left side. Through for Nerio Vasquez, excuse me. Approaching 20 minutes. Offense has been limited. Possession 90 to 95% has been Quebec. Throw in up the sideline. Saint Jean plays this back here for Tobin. Tabero, actually. Perron Wachik. Perron Wachik. Spano. Spano finds Nelson in the middle. Quick ball for Balbaki. Nice movement. Lesperance. Nice move. She's going to have a strike. Tackled from behind. And another free kick from just outside the 18 for Lakeshore. So Balbaki and Spano are over there. Now it's going to be Balbaki taking this free kick. She has a bit better angle here now than she did last time. Might be able to make something happen off the shot. If not, maybe the rebound. Balbaki on the free kick. It's up. Nice save on the rebound, though. It is put in. And we'll have to double check the number, but it looks to be Lesperance picking that one up. We'll wait for the official. We know it's 1-0, and I believe it was Lesperance. May have been Spano. Regardless, the outcome, 1-0 Team Quebec. Off the free kick. Nice first save by Doré, but didn't get any help on the rebound. Now Saskatchewan's going to have to come back and get themselves a goal. Played through for Balbaki. She's got Spano on a run. Now you can really see Saskatchewan's going to have to change their formation. They were playing for the PKs in my estimation. They never told me they were, but it certainly looked like they were. Now going to have to adjust, try and create some offense. Balbaki in a battle with Dusing. Spano is tackled. Played forward by Carvalho. Carvalho again. She is caught from behind by Spano. Now it's L'Esperance. Marquis is back to help out defensively. Balbaki. Nelson. Tobin. Through. L'Esperance. Wide for Saint-Jean. Saint-Jean looking for Marquis. Nothing developed. Free throw to Quebec. Great shape from the Lakeshore team. Communicating very well. Moving the ball around the park even better. Doré sends this one out to half. You see some Quebec girls in the background there at the yellow jerseys getting loosened up. It's going to go out for a throw-in for Quebec. It's going to be down near the corner flag. Short break while Saint-Jean, or actually, yep, Saint-Jean retrieves that ball. Played in to Marquis. Saint-Jean can't control, and it's going to go out for a throw the other way. Nerio Vasquez. Still with the ball. Finds L'Esperance, who can't get a good shot away. Balbaki still controls. She's going to tap it back for Spano. Spano chips it into the box. Nerio Vasquez gets a head on it. Doré will take that off the hop. Balbaki for Quebec finds Nelson in the mid. L'Esperance through for Nerio Vasquez. Nelson. Balbaki feels the pressure. Turns, fires just over the goal. L'Esperance to the mid. Balbaki too far for Spano. We'll go for a goal kick. Action has slowed a little since Quebec got their goal. Goal kick played short for Coffey. Spano steals it. Nerio Vasquez has that knocked away from her by Hutchison. Doré directly to L'Esperance. There's nobody even challenging from Saskatchewan at this point. Nelson, wide, Spano. She's met over there by Carvalho. Carvalho wins that. Nelson in a battle with Dusing. Carvalho plays it through the mid. Tobin gets it right back down to the keeper. Still controlled in the mid by Quebec. That one is out into the Quebec bench, and it will be a throw again for the team in white. Saint Jean in for L'Esperance. Plays it in here for Nelson in the middle. Balbaki. Wachik. Marquis is over on the right side here now. Tries to get that through for Nelson. That's going to go out for a corner kick. Balbaki on the corner. She puts it up. Marquis in looking for it. Can't find it. Neriel Vasquez. Shot is high and wide. As L'Esperance threatening for a second one. They continue the battle as the shadows creep into King George V. Nelson has Balbaki, and she continues to impress with the footwork. Does the number 5 for Quebec. She has it back on her feet like it's on a string. Tries to tap it back for Saint-Jean. Cleared away. And ends up back on the foot of L'Esperance, who dives, slides to make the play. Davidson tries to go ahead, kept, and shot by Spano is just wide. Inside 10 minutes to play here in the first half. Goal kick played out here to the mid. Nelson's first to it. Neriel Vasquez plays it back here for Nelson. Back to Tabero. Perron Wachik can't come up with that. And Carvalho will have the throw in for Unidad. Carvalho back here for Coffey. Played the middle for Davidson. Davidson plays it back for Elberg. They try to switch the field, but Quebec will take that and move it back the other way. Spano. Spano has some room over there. Loses it, and it is chipped out for a throw. Dusing plays that out here to mid. Will roll out for a Quebec throw-in. Tobin plays it for Saint Jean. And she throws it back to Anne-Sophie Tobin. Tabero. Has Perron Wachik on the right. Through for Marquis. Marquis. Balbaki. Nelson. Nice move by Nelson to let that go by. Protected. L'Esperance. Spano. Chips it through Balbaki. This is just great ball movement as her strike goes perilously wide. Another goal kick for Saskatchewan. Marquis, the first one to that. Deucing. Battle of the 15s, Marquis and Carvalho. A foul called against Marquis. Schultz on the free kick, sends this forward. Nelson, first to it, off the head. Back here for Schultz. Carvalho. See how Balbaki handles this one. Perron Wachik. Tabero. Nuriel Vasquez. She's got support. Back for Balbaki. Nelson. Through L'Esperance. Nice ball for Saint Jean. Spano chips it through. Saint Jean is on a run. Nuriel Vasquez gets it to her right foot. Nice save by Doré. Onto the foot of L'Esperance. She can't get it through. Great defense from Saskatchewan. This is pounded by Tibero. Great strike and a nice stop by Doré in the Unidad goal. Drop kick out here to center. L'Esperance, Balbaki. The distribution from this Lakeshore team is fantastic. Marquis. Marquis still with it. Marquis chips that toward goal, and the low skimmer across the turf is taken by Doré. Coming up on 5 minutes to play here in the first half. Folks, you're just joining us. This webcast is live and interactive on Bella Line Community One. Please reach out through Twitter and email. Information at the bottom of the screen at Chris Abbott, Chris with a K. community1sports@gmail.com. The one is the number one, as we are the number one company for webcasting in Atlantic Canada, especially sports webcasting. Balbaki sends that deep into the corner. Marquis tries to work around a couple of players. She's stopped by Coffey, but that will go for a corner kick. Balbaki will do the honors here. Crossed into the box. Marquis looking. It's loose. Nelson is battling in there. Gets cleared now onto the foot of Balbaki as she has some support in the middle from Tabero. Tabero with the beautiful ball for Spano. Just a little too far. Unlucky there. Info Foot checking in, saying they're watching the game between Saskatchewan and Quebec and Montreal on the big screen. Awesome stuff, guys. Thanks so much. This Quebec squad has been very, very good here for you folks watching back in Quebec. Spano offloads for L'Esperance. She stops up, taps it back for Spano. Into the middle, Saint Jean for Nerio Vasquez. The scary part of this is that Quebec has some players on the bench that are even better than the ones on the pitch. Nelson tries to chip forward, Balbaki, nothing going. Carvalho sends that ahead, only for a moment as Perron Wachsik is able to win that. Cleared ahead for Carvalho. She's caught from behind by Marquis. Marquis for Nerio Vasquez. Marquis tackled hard by Hutchison. Davidson plays this outside, stolen again from Saint Jean. Great anticipation from the Quebec girls. Cindy Nerio Vasquez back for L'Esperance. That bounces from a defender. Davidson. L'Esperance, oh my! Nelson. Attempts for Nerio Vasquez, not there. Good anticipation, Balbaki, she's got some room. Balbaki with the left foot strike! Just missing. And I'll say it again, this Lakeshore team is a pleasure to watch on the pitch. Schultz. Carvalho. Carvalho again. Plays it short for number 13, Coffey. Stolen again, Perron Wachsik. The ball played to nobody from the Saskatchewan squad. Tobin. Nelson. Balbaki. Played through for Marquis. She's onside. Marquis! Stop. Great save by Doré. But that is played out for a corner. Marquis was in all alone and denied by Doré in the Unidad goal.
Let's go, Black, like you can, ladies!
Balbaki will do the honors as we tick over 40 minutes. 1 minute will be added on here for stoppage time. Short play off the corner. In the middle for Nelson. Nelson. Balbaki. She's looking, tries to feed through the middle. That's cleared. Davidson pushing ahead. Gets in a battle. And won by L'Esperance. Through the middle for Balbaki. She's got Spano looking for the through ball. One on the far side by the back Selamos. Some room, getting through. Oh, wide open goal for Marquis. Off the broken play. And just before halftime, Alexiane Marquis scores the second goal of the match for Team Quebec. And that, folks, will bring us to halftime as Lakeshore Soccer Club out of Quebec lead the Unidad Girls of Saskatchewan 2-0. Marquis was standing there as the ball came loose, and she calmly tapped it into the empty, yawning goal as she had only been denied moments before. So 2-0 at the half, Quebec leads. We will take a short break here on Community One, and we will be back with you for the second half in about 10 minutes. Okay, folks, we're back here getting ready for the second half as nighttime creeps into St. John's. Quebec leading Saskatchewan 2-0 at the half. And there is a boatload of substitutions coming on, so we'll get to them as the half progresses. But it was all Lakeshore in the first half, and I'd be lying if I said any different. Marquis, you can see there, number 15 at the bottom of your screen. She scored the insurance goal as it stands right now, just at the halftime whistle. So we're off and running in the second half of this one, folks. If you're just joining us, my name is Chris Abbott. I am the host here at King George V this week, and we've had a lot of fun just speaking to some of the Quebec parents at the halftime there, and a lot of them got stuck in the airport on the way down. We're watching the stream on the way a couple of days ago, so they were stuck in the Halifax airport for 10 hours. I said there's worse places to be stuck. If you've ever been to the Halifax airport, real nice bar there. Saint Jean is surrounded. Balbaki's in the middle there. On for number 4. That's Dupuis is into the match now. Danessa, the striker, is also in. She just has her first touch, and it's a beautiful touch and a strike. Doré makes the save and is able to recover. And a great job by Rachel Doré in the Unidad goal as this one has gone on. That one's past Saint-Jean, a rare play that she doesn't get to. Battling through there is Ripplinger. Ripplinger now on a run, looking to get through. That's on to the foot of Markowicz. And Saskatchewan gets their first little glimpse of offense. January Hutchison checking in on the Twitter. Say they're cheering on from Minneapolis. So we are reaching far and wide today. We've been already Minneapolis, Washington, New Mexico. And these are the Canadian Nationals. Balbaki. Here is L'Esperance. She chips it through to the wrong side for Danessa. L'Esperance gets her foot on that. Played ahead by Tabero. Number 13 into this one, Michili as well for Quebec at the half. We haven't seen Fiola. She had 2 goals in the first game. Maybe keeping her on the bench for playoff time. Maybe we'll see her later. Chipped up here. L'Esperance gets a foot on that one. Sent through to the middle. Balbaki up there lurking. Dupuis loses that battle. Sent ahead through the legs of Markowicz. And Saskatoon have certainly changed their point of attack. Knowing they need offense, they've gone to the 3-forward set. I apologize, call them Saskatoon. Saskatchewan. That one right off the mouth on the kick from Danessa. But Schultz seems no worse for the wear. Danessa leaves it for Marquis. Danessa now corrals out with her left foot. Cross into the box. It is loose. And Doré is able to get over and corral that one. Dropped out here. First to it. Nicely done, L'Esperance. Ripplinger battling hard with Saint Jean. Saint Jean is then fouled by Ripplinger. I love that last name, Ripplinger. That's excellent. Tabero. Out wide for Perron Wachsik. Stolen by Dupuis momentarily before it was taken back and played forward onto the foot of 18 Duncan. Quebec back on the attack. Tabero is up, lurking around somewhere that she normally wouldn't be found. Tabero. Still on that. Tabero. In for Balbaki. Nice ball into Nessa. Score! Danessa finishes after the great touch from Balbaki. 3-0. Quebec leads. What a touch from the mid. So 5 minutes into this second half, and Quebec are out to a 3-0 lead. Played over here on the near side for Kolibaba. One touch and unable to keep that in. It is out. Saint-Jean on the throw-in. Near side, L'Esperance. Tobin fixing her ponytail, plays it on to the center back. Perron Watchsick. L'Esperance, advantage played on that. Balbaki to Saint-Jean. Into the middle, Danessa, who just came on at the half and had a goal. Davidson has that on her foot, tries to play it through for Duncan. A good read from the keeper, Saint-Jean. Marquis bounces around Saint-Jean. Great skill. Davidson onto the foot of Ripplinger. She plays it to the middle, where Markowicz tries to get something going. Tabero. Through ball is blocked in the mid. L'Esperance. Chip through. Nice play by Bosch. Davidson's on a run. Davidson has Tobin a little flat-footed. Tobin recovers. She's got Ripplinger, but that is not the ball she wanted to play. It is out for a Quebec throw. We've got a substitution here. Coming out will be number 5, Balbaki. And entering the game will be Emma Smith, number 9. Good job by the coaching staff. Get the star off the pitch while this one's in the bag. And Emma Smith checks in. Play through. Here's Schultz for Saskatchewan. Tabero steps up. Danessa has a beat on Schultz. And Schultz gets back to break that up, but Tabero is pushed up. Chipped ahead. Tabero still running around out there. She's playing a bit of rover this half for Quebec. Davidson has that one coming through center. Ripplinger is making a run on the right. Davidson with the strike. And Tobin does well to get a body part on that. It's out for a corner kick. Little shout out here from Simeon Mercer. The old Sim Dog out of Mount Pearl. Back out here, chopped ahead by Kolibaba. Off the corner. Nothing doing. Couple of emails coming in. Louis Perron Watchsick. Great to see our Lakeshore team playing in Newfoundland. Go Quebec, go. Not only are they playing here, they're playing great so far. Marquis sends this along, looking for Danessa. Danessa's still on that. That ball's loose. Kicked out. Kolibaba is pressured by Marquis, and Marquis is going to get a foul for coming over the back. This one is up, out here to mid, and that's actually going to go for a throw-in. Went a little too far to the right. Saint Jean for Marquis. Marquis all the way back here for Tobin. Tobin plays it back to the keeper. Outside for Tobin. Lakeshore controlling well. Saint Jean. Nice ball to Marquis. Saint Jean. Oh boy, is Saint Jean ever good. Can she play with that ball in very close quarters? Real impressed with Saint Jean here through these first two matches with Quebec. Saint Jean looking through for Dupuis, nothing there. Marquis takes a good outside in route to force that ball into pressure. On the back, nice play by Tabero. Tabero again with the big boot, and that's wide for a goal kick. We got a substitution coming in here for Saskatchewan. Number 16, Menhart is out. And number 5, Bosch, is in. And as the sun goes down in St. John's, so do the temperatures. It has gotten chilly here to go along. Nice hair, man. One of the BC players, I think, walking in front of us there for the next game. I'm kind of just jealous of his hair, to be honest. Ripplinger. L'Esperance. Played to the left here. Chip through. Dupuis. She's got some room, looking for Danessa. Tobin. L'Esperance. Tobin. Tobin plays through the middle. Danessa. Great ball control by Lakeshore. Tabero. Ouch! Gets Bosch right in the head as that one ping-pongs all the way to the goal. Bosch looking over, asking the coach why he subbed her in after she gets that first one off the noggin there. Back here to Tobin. Tobin plays it wide to the right. Perron Watchsick. Chip to the side. Looking for the give and go. Nothing going on over there. We'll try and switch it back here through the middle. Off the head of Tabero and all the way back here to the 18. Approaching 54 minutes played in this one. 80-minute matches here at the U16 Cup. We're here at King George V, the secondary field for the event. Mount Pearl playing the host. Nice give, go. Dupuis just loses control a little bit. And Schultz sends that one out for a corner. So it's that time of night where the lights are just coming on at the park and the lights are just going down in the sky. Makes things a little difficult to pick up when you're on the playing surface. Short play for Marquis off the corner. Strike, it's up. Nice save, and then a collision with the keeper down there. Doré and Dupuis collide. Everybody pops up. Everything's good. Schultz. That's taken out here by Tabero. Chipped along. Dupuis. Still with it. Dupuis. Danessa. Danessa turns. Finds Marquis on the left. Marquis with the cross. Right onto the foot of Dupuis. And an offside flag goes up. Davidson. Schultz will kick this one long. Tobin is going to feel the pressure here. Nice ball by Tobin with two attackers on her. L'Esperance around Davidson. Back here for Saint-Jean. These girls are amazing. Dupuis, Saint-Jean. They're all about 5 feet tall, and they play with the ball like it's on a string. L'Esperance, that's a little too far for her. I opened my mouth too soon. Davidson. Back there for Kolibaba. Dupuis is in the middle of everything out there. She's doing her best Brendan Gallagher. Saint-Jean. Dupuis. Saint-Jean. Davidson walked about 45 feet before she finally threw that one in. Dupuis gets a foot in on that. Marquis. Duncan for Saskatchewan. Much better effort out of Saskatchewan here in the second half. They're not letting Quebec dominate as much. They're getting a little grittier. And Dupuis gets the foul called against her for giving a little tug. Schultz hammers this one down, and it is right at the keeper. Locust, the keeper. Locaz. Tobin. Saint-Jean. That is off the foot of Duncan. Rolls right onto Markovic. Saved from the corner. And Saint-Jean has a little give and go there. Davidson chips this one. Nobody home. That's going to go for a goal kick. A substitution on the field for Saskatchewan. Duncan is out. Russell is in. Duncan out. Russell in for Saskatchewan. And on the next stoppage, it looks like we will have a substitution for Lakeshore as well. Smith, excuse me. For some reason, I keep wanting to call Emma Smith Emma Clark. I don't even know an Emma Clark. Chipped through to the middle. Schultz will take that on the back line. Played through to the left. Smith. Good work in the middle there for LaBelle. Or Danessa, as it were, excuse me. Throwing for Saskatchewan as we approach the hour mark. A little over 20 minutes to play in this one. If the score stays the way it is, Quebec will claim Group C. Onto the foot of Marquis. She's got some room. Marquis curls it just to the left of the post. Nelson back into this one. As Perron Wachik is done for right now. Actually, excuse me, Tobin is out for the moment. Saint-Jean. L'Esperance. Back here for Nelson. Perron Wachik. Well, that's LaBelle over there now, excuse me. Nelson. Smith. Into the mid. L'Esperance looking for support. What a dandy move that was. Played to the left. Marquis trying to stay onside. Marquis will play that to the middle for Dupuis. Schultz takes that one nicely and pounds it back up the park. The keeper has come all the way out. Loka. Tabero. Marquis. Davidson is on that one for Unidad. Schultz kind of mishits that one. It's going to bounce out here. Saint-Jean is going to let that go for a throw-in. Well done, Marquis. Into the middle for Dupuis. Nice chip from Danessa. Here's Tabero. She's got the big boot. And I'm led to believe she probably scores one or two like that a season. Or a week. More substitutions coming on. L'Esperance is coming out for Quebec. Nerio Vasquez is coming back in. As the Lakeshore Club continue to get their starters out of this one. Goal kick upcoming. Substitutions again. 13 out, 6 in for Saskatchewan. Coffey out, Thakar in. And 14, Hutchison's out. And 11, Vibert. Or Vibert, depending on the language. Schultz will take the goal kick as she's done all match. Right to Nerio Vasquez. Ahead for Marquis. Marquis looking for Danessa. Finds her. One-on-one. Marquis to the left. Offside flag is up. Schultz. Right to Marquis. That bounces around, hits both Davidson and Danessa in the face. St. Jean closes the gap very well on Wiebert. Davidson. Schultz all the way to the left side. Sent wide. Nice job over there by LaBelle to cut that off. Really like the touches. Nerio Vasquez plays it through, onside. In with the shot and the near goal. Was Michili. So 15 out, 10 in. That will be it for Marquis as Spano checks in. Real nice game from Lexiane Marquis. She had the second goal of the match for Quebec. Saint-Jean cuts that down. Interesting that the keeper, Doré, took that one as Schultz has kicked everything today. Little under 15 to go. This one bounces right over Markowicz. LaBelle, feeling the pressure, taps it back to the keeper, who sends it to the middle for Cindy Nerio Vasquez. Stolen back by Spano. That's not Spano. Nelson into the middle. Here's Spano now. Nelson. Smith. Chips this up the right side. LaBelle on the run. Good job sticking her nose in there. Danessa. Oh my! Danessa with a great move. Doesn't get all she wants on the shot, but wow, the 360, how about it? Whoever is teaching the skills at Lakeshore, congratulations. You are doing a fantastic job on the individual skills teaching. Davidson, Saint-Jean. Davidson, who's been all over the place for Unidad in this one. She's running 500 miles. Back onto the foot of Nelson. She's pressured by Russell. Smith will send it right out to half, where Davidson is there. That's going to go out for a throw. Bounces around out there, heads back towards the touch line. Played back to the keeper, who's going to chip this one out to the midfield. The ball was there. Ripplinger saw it, but didn't have an opportunity to get it outside. Now Spano's on a run. She's just come back off the bench. Looks to the other side of the pitch. Kalibaba knocks that down. Nerio Vasquez tries to play it through to the left side. She recovers after the giveaway. Spano looking. Nice touch into the middle to Danessa. Nerio Vasquez. Into the middle, Danessa. Again, Danessa still controlling. Danessa met there by Schultz. And that is going to be played out for a throw-in. Info foot saying Lakeshore playing without both captains of the U15 and U16 teams. Are they injured? No, they're not injured. They were taken out as precautions, most definitely, for this one. Fiola we did not see at all, and Balbaki played for a good portion of this one, but once it was 3-0, the starters have been taken out by the coaching staff headed into the playoffs. So no injuries suspected. But thanks for the question over the Twitter. Appreciate it. Nelson. Long ball. Good spin on that one. Great job by Saint-Jean to catch up to it. Saint-Jean. One-on-one. Oh! Oh, crosses her over. St. Jean into the middle. Danessa finishes. Oh, what a save by Rachel Doré. What an absolutely beauty stop. St. Jean, Alan Iverson crossed up the defender, broke her legs. What a move. And how about the save by Doré? If not for Doré, it's 6 or 7 right now for Quebec. Corner kick. Bounces around harmlessly in there. Markowicz sends that one out into touch. Inside 10 minutes to play now. Nice ball. St. Jean still with it. St. Jean. Unbelievable. Dupuis. Oh, just wide of the goal. Schultz off the goal kick. Right to Nuriel Vasquez. Danessa. Danessa called on the original foul. I think that may have been the right call there. Davidson. Davidson looking for something and sends that one out into touch. Spano, Nelson Spano to the middle. Dupuis ahead for Nuriel Vasquez. Chips that one left, or right, excuse me. Tabero. He's got LaBelle for a run on the right side. Tabero decides to wait. Now in the middle for LaBelle. Nice ball movement. Back outside for Michili. Michili sends it on. Tabero's going to be first to this with the cross. And St. Jean with the finish. Absolutely gorgeous football from Lakeshore. And Frederic St. Jean is the recipient of the great cross. St. Jean well deserved to get that goal as she has played an amazing match. $4-0 now. Lakeshore lead this one. And St. Jean, as I mentioned, well deserved to get a goal after the match she has played. Started at the back, moved to the mid. Now she's at the forward position. Started from the bottom, now she's here. Frederic St. Jean. Played back there by Vibert. Played through Tabero. Michili. Nuriel Vasquez is going to be on this. Taps it for Danessa. Out here to midfield. Approaching the 75th minute. Play on the far touchline now. Markowicz for Davidson. Davidson will have to play it back to the backs. Can't give this Lakeshore team time to set up defensively. Offside flag is up. And Ripplinger is whistled on the offside. So free kick up coming off the offside. Spano. Nelson. Nelson plays it through for Dupuis. Dupuis moves it ahead onto the foot of Vibert. Davidson. Davidson plays it back. Danessa gets a foot on that. That should be a Saskatchewan throw, and it is. Dupuis will move that ahead onto the foot of Schultz in the back line for Saskatchewan. Played through. Saint-Jean is going to be first to that. Saint-Jean moves it through the middle. Frederic Saint-Jean with the strike. Nice save by Doré. The ball is loose. Played out for a throw-in. Thrown in here for Cindy Nerio-Vasquez. Back for Dupuis. Into the middle. Tabero moves ahead for Danessa. Davidson plays it outside. Nelson is going to be over there to look after that. It'll be a throw-in for Quebec. Daniel Joseph checking in on the Twitter, looking for a shout-out all the way in Toronto. Cheering on Saskatchewan. Go Unidad, go. There it is, Daniel. Shout-out for you. Unfortunately, this has not gone the way Saskatchewan would have hoped. They'll finish second in Group C. No shame in that, and they'll see what happens once they get into the playoffs. That one gets all the way through for Mashili. Mashili with the strike, and Doré, who's been very stellar despite allowing the 4 goals. Doré gets the bounce. It's down here to Nelson. Handball for sure, whistled on Ripplinger. Only a couple of minutes to play here now. Passed into the middle, cleared away. Played on, only a couple of minutes to go in this one, plus any time added on by the 4th official. LaBelle battling over there. Flag goes up. It'll be a throw-in for Saskatchewan. Davidson taking off that Saint-Jean with the touch for Cindy Nerio-Vasquez. The long boot. And this is going to go for a goal kick. Getting some compliments from Andrew Easton on the Twitter. A little bit of an inside joke there, but saying that I might put Bill McLean out of business. That's my goal, Andrew. I don't think Billy's watching. I think he's working in Moncton this weekend. But that's my goal, is to put Bill out of business. No, Bill gave me my start here with Community One, Andrew, and I'm very thankful to Bill. We've worked together on a number of events, and he's been a good mentor to me, and he's got me out of a couple of sticky situations, if the truth be told. Here's Dupuis. Nerio-Vasquez plays it back into the middle. Tabero. Tabero chips it through. Danessa is in. Nice goal. Danessa stretches out, uses every inch of her toes to put that one past the keeper. Doré made a good read, but Danessa with the sliding goal, and it is 5-0 for Quebec. Excuse me, folks. I have not seen all the teams in the girls division play. However, I've seen a number of them, and I dare anyone to beat this Quebec team. Played out here to the right. Vibert, Davidson, can't come up with it. Nerio Vasquez, Tabero. Played along, and too far for Smith. Bounces off the Saskatchewan player over there on the left side. 3 minutes added on here. Tabero lifts this one up. Mishili, good effort over there in a 5-0 game in the last minute. Throw in out here on the far side of the pitch. Bounces out for another. On for Nuriel Vasquez. She chips that ahead, looking for Mishili again. Mishili battling, and that's going to go out into touch, and it'll be called a goal kick. That one is out for Quebec throw. Davidson showing a little frustration there and kicking that one away after the throw in. But Davidson a competitor, and you can understand why the frustrations may be a little high. That's all right. Tabero whistled on the handball. That one played before getting to the spot, so they're going to whistle it down, start it again. Here's Davidson. Stopped by the other number 2, Saint-Jean. And I think I'll give Saint-Jean my pick as player of the game today for Quebec. Not that she'll win anything for it, but a little bit of praise. And folks, if you're in the local area and you're coming down for the 7 p.m. game, there's a big blue and red hut at midfield. Would love a hot chocolate. Nuriel Vasquez battling with Schultz. And we're just awaiting the final whistle here. Quebec will take Group C in girls play. And coming up after this one, we'll have BC and New Brunswick in boys play. The Fundy squad out of New Brunswick who played here last night. And the BC team that we have yet to see here at King George V. BC 2-0 coming in, Fundy 1-0, so that'll be a big matchup in Group A for the boys division. And that will do it. The Lakeshore Soccer Club of Quebec will defeat the Unidad Girls of Saskatchewan by a score of 5-0. That will clinch first place for Quebec, second place for Saskatchewan heading into the playoff round. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been an exclusive presentation of Bell Alliant Community One, your leader in Atlantic Canadian sports webcasting. My name is Chris Abbott, and I'd like to thank cameraman Andy Landers joining in for us today at King George. We're going to take a quick break while the teams get ready for the 7 p.m. game, and we will be back for the call of that one as soon as it starts. Local time right now, 6:49, so I'd look for a 7:05 to 7:10 start time for that. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for joining us this evening. We will be back for the final game of the day after this.